Imagine if it were me that had allowed all of that. Mr. Picardo doesn't do his homework. Mr. Picardo is not a safe pair of hands. Mr. Picardo has made a mistake on the waters on the east side of Gibraltar. I think you need to select the best people to do the jobs of implementing the ideas that Gibraltar chooses to become the ideas of the next government of Gibraltar. That's what it's about. It's not about genitalia, in my view.
You've spoken out against the procedures. Can you give a brief assessment of what you mean when you say that you don't believe in how it works?
Yeah, I was reading Selwyn's printout of...
But you need to be brief because we are running out of time.
Yeah,
we need
yeah.
to give everyone a chance.
Yeah, I was reading it on something called GSD Live or GSD whatever.
Thank you for the plug.
Yeah, or GSD Dead or I don't know what. But anyway,
you said you're going to bring overseas investment from other countries, including BRICS countries. Can you give us an example of that?
Okay, very briefly, just a few words, Mr.
Andrew, thank you for the opportunity to reply to you. I don't think calling people plonkers on Facebook is the best way to ensure that the debate is not personalized, but I'll give you the opportunity of hearing my reply.
Do you agree that the new air terminal is an impressive building? Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Mr. Diaz.
Well, I haven't actually visited the new air terminal myself. The first thing you have to ask yourself is it necessary? And secondly, does it provide value for money, and is that a reasonable cost? The reality of it is that we've got a building which apparently is capable of handling 10 times as many passengers as we are actually receiving.
Thank you, Mr. Jeffries. Why do you have 750 berths when there are only a couple of hundred waiting?
Yes. We believe that investing in the small boat marina of a size which is in excess of what you've got now is in fact investing in the future rather than simply meeting the requirement that is there today. And that once we're going down the road of making the investment, it is better to invest in excess capacity because the excess is there at the moment, but we want that to be something that will be available to take up future demand well into the future. 5 million, so that we go back to the policy we had prior to 1996, where...
Por último, una última cuestión. ¿Qué le diferencia a usted de Joe Bossano? Ya que estamos hablando de ese relevo generacional.
Un bigote y 40 años.
Much indeed. And what is the current rate of taxation, the top rate of taxation that people are paying, and how will your top rate compare with it?
Well, the current top rate, as you know, the top rate is 30%, and we'll reduce it to 24% in 2030.
4.99%.
No, I think that...
Which is what the Chief Minister said in his budget debate,
well,
in his budget speech.
If you look at what the things that the Chief Minister says and the way that he understands the world and the way that we understand the world, sometimes the figures are different because of lies, damn statistics and lies, as you know, and people will like to put the best possible complexion on the tax rate, and we perhaps look at another. If you look at, for example, the Baker-Tilly tax facts, you'll see that their suggestion is that it's 30%, and therefore we're talking about reductions in the top rate to 24% in 2013-14 and to 18% in 2014-15. That's our understanding of the position. We don't all have to understand the world in the same way.
Okay, let's clarify this. How much is that park going to cost then? And how are you going to pay for it?
Okay, let me just say that I haven't got the
and
full...
we haven't heard your position on smoking either. Right?
That I think that we said in our manifesto that from places like BRIC countries we will bring investment as well.